is our application date in 2019. Okay, so this practical new type patent from EB China is for a kind of working table of machining the threads of inner rings of pipes. Okay, so what's the application date?
It's on the December 31st of 2019.
Okay, good. Yes, this is our application date, also in 2019. Okay, so this practical new type patent is for metallurgical waste gas treatment facility and metallurgical system. Okay, so what's this application date?
It's on the December 31st of 2019.
Good. Okay, so this practical new type patent is for a kind of disattachable, wear-resistant lifting bars. Okay, what's the application date?
It's on the December 31st of 2019.
Also, okay, so my dear friends, you will find that in 2020, EB China applied for many different patents. Okay, so this practical new type patent is for a kind of special aluminum castings. Okay, so what's the application date?
It's on the May 6th of 2020.
Okay, so we got this patent in 2020. Okay. How about this one? Okay, this practical new type patent from EB China is for a kind of mining lifting bars. Okay. What's the application date?
It's on the May 6th of 2020.
Yes, this patent also was in 2020. So this practical new type patent is for a kind of split rings made of cobalt alloy round bars. Okay. What's the application date?
On March 2nd of 2020.
Yes, in 2020 we got this patent. How about this one? This one is this practical new type patent from EB China is for corrosion resistant bolt washers. Okay, so what's the application date?
On March 2nd of 2020.
Good. Okay. So this practical new type patent from EB China is for EPC cast sand flasks. So what's the application date?
On March 2nd of 2020.
Good. Okay. So this practical new type patent is for a kind of a heat treatment new type heat resistant steel material trace. So what's the application date?
It's on March 2nd of 2020.
Good. Okay. Okay, so this invention patent. So this patent is for high and middle carbon alloy steel double media quenching heat treatment process. Okay, so what's the application date?
On December 5th of 2011.
Okay, good. Okay, so now, so the next 5 is for our computer software copyright registration certificate. So totally we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so thank you. Thanks, Jenny. Okay, so my dear friends, just now we finished the introduction of our patents, trademarks, and software registration. Okay, so now you will understand that EB China is also a high technology company. Also, we focus on the research and development of new materials. Okay, so Jenny, so what more about our EB China? Okay, so generally, what's our total online sales of Alibaba International so far?
More than $3 million.
3 million, more than $3 million US dollars. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so
far, TUV has come to our country to do the on-site assessment. In the recent 2 years, we have passed many different certifications, such as ISO 9001 Quality Management System Certificate, ISO 14001 Environmental Management System Certificate, and ISO 45001 Occupational Health and Safety Management System Certificate.
okay, so any more?
Added to GV.
Okay, so so far, how many patents have we achieved so far?
22 patents.
Okay, so we are also the member of
Wuxi. We are also the member of Wuxi Commerce Chamber. We have been warmly participate in the social activities to take the social responsibility.
Okay, good. Thanks for introduction from Jenny. Okay, so my dear friends, just now we finished introducing our EB China's company information. Also, our certificates and our patents, our technical information. Also, some honors from EB China. So, my dear friends, if you are interested in our high alloy castings and forgings, please feel free to follow us on Alibaba shops, 3 shops. Okay, 3 shops. Yes. Also, you can send us your emails to mention your inquiries, requirements, such as materials, quantity, size, or drawings to us, and you are always welcome. Okay, so that's all for our introduction of our EB China company information. Okay, so let's welcome the next live show from our colleague, Shelley. Okay, thank you. Welcome. I need the flowers. Okay, my dear friends, please be patient. We'll take a photo together. Okay, thank you. So let's welcome Shelley. Shelley is preparing for her PPT. Okay, so just waiting here. Okay. Thank you. Welcome.
Hello everyone, this is Shelley from EB China. Welcome to our lab show today about cobalt alloy and nickel alloy. First one, cobalt alloy. For catalog. Part 1 is Stay-on boards and Stay-on seats. Part 2 is cobalt 50 castings and forgings. Part 1. The material for Stay-on. Stay-on is a hard alloy that can withstand various types of wear and clothing and high temperature oxidation, commonly known as cobalt chromium tungsten or cobalt-based alloy. Stay-on is based on cobalt as the main component, including some nickel, chromium, and tungsten. You can see this table is chemical composition for Stay-on, such as Stay-on 3, 4, 6, 12, and 20. You can see this material is the cobalt material, and the cobalt is balanced. Next, the basic information for Stay-on boards and seats. The first one is Stay-on boards. The Stay-on board is a cobalt alloy. The hardness is HRC 45 to HRC 55. The most used material is Stay-on 20. The second one is Stay-on 6. The material of the Stay-on 6 is generally known as the material of the Stay-on boards. The material is Stay-on 3 or A3. Next, some photos for Stay-on boards and seats. Next, some videos for Stay-on boards and seats. You can see this video is our products for Stay-on boards. Next video. This video is for process from Stay-on boards. Next, test report for Stay-on boards and seats. You can see this test report is chemical composition. The material is Stay-on 3 or A3. The specification is diameter 31.75 mm. For chemical composition, the cobalt is balanced. The chromium is about 33.79. The hardness is 59 HRC. Next, different signs for Stay-on boards and seats. You can see the first one is cobalt alloy boards. The specification, the diameter 15.88 millimeter, and the diameter 28.575 millimeter. Diameter 1.775 millimeter. And the diameter 50.8 millimeter. This specification, the material is Stay-on 20. You can see the standard is API-LAP standard, such as the B11 to 125. The size of the ball is diameter 19.05 millimeter, and the size of the seat is odd diameter 23.32 millimeter. Inner diameter is 13.97 millimeter, and the height is 5.7 millimeter. For the 13 to 175, the size of ball is diameter 28.58 millimeter, and the size of seat is odd diameter 35.26 millimeter. Inner diameter 20.96 millimeter, and the height is 5.7 millimeter. The material is standard 3 or A3. Next, export for standard balls and seats. We have exported standard balls and seats to many countries, such as the USA, UK, Italy, Spain, Brazil, and Australia and other countries. Our customers have very good feedback on our standard balls and seats. If you have any inquiry for standard balls and seats, please follow our shop. Thank you. Next, some other products for cobalt alloy. You can see the first one for her is cobalt alloy welding rods. The second one is cobalt alloy run bars. The third one is cobalt alloy rings. Next, part 2, cobalt 15 castings and forgings. The first is the basic information for cobalt 50. cobalt 50 is a high temperature alloy material. High temperature alloy refers to a type of metal material based on iron, nickel, and cobalt that can work for a long time at a high temperature about 600 degrees and a thin stress, and has high temperature stress, good oxidation and corrosion resistance, good vacuum performance, fracture toughness, and other properties. You can see this photo is our products from cobalt 50. Next, some photos for cobalt 50 castings. Next, some photos for cobalt 50 forgings. You can see this is cobalt 50 run bars. Next, test report for cobalt 50 products. This test report is chemical composition. You can see the material is cobalt 50. The chemical composition. The carbon is ring. The carbon ring is 0.05 to 0.3%, and the actual value is 0.808. to 29%, and the actual value is 27.7. The cobalt ring is 48 to 52%, and the actual value is 51.1. Next, this test report is dimensional check report for products. This photo is our products and the joints from Cobalt 50 castings. This size is for Cobalt 50 products. Next, the second one is nickel alloys. For catalog, part 1 is monel alloy, part 2 is inconel alloy, part 3 is histoloid alloy. Part 1, monel alloy. The first is the basic information for monel alloy. Monel alloy series products have excellent physical properties of high stress, high crossing resistance, and well resistance. They have the advantage of long service life. Commonly used grades are monel 400 and monel K500. I also prepare some chemical composition for monel alloy. You can see the monel K500. The carbon is less than 0.1%. The silicon is less than 0.5%. The iron is less than 2.0%. The copper is 27 to 33%. The nickel is 53.70%. Aluminum is 2.63 to 3.15%. The titanium is 0.35 to 0.8%. For monel 400, the carbon is less than 0.3%. For silicon is less than 0.5%. For iron is less than 2.5%. For copper is 28 to 34%. For nickel is more than 60. For nickel is 62 to 69%. So the material performance of the monel Q500 is better than the monel 400. Next, test report from monel alloy. You can see the product is bolts and nuts and washers. The material is monel K500. For chemical composition, the carbon fringe is less than 0.025%, and the actual value is 0.008. For silicon, the range is less than 0.5%, and the actual value is is 0.37. For manganese is less than 1.5%, and the actual value is 1.14. For copper, the range is 27 to 33%, and the actual value is 29.4. For iron, the range is less than 2.0%, and the actual value is 0.95. For nickel, the range is 63 to 70%, and the actual value is 64.72. For titanium, the range is 0.35 to 0.85%, and the actual value is 0.71. Aluminum, the range is 2.3 to 3.15%, and the actual value is 2.69. Take next test report from nail alloy. This test report is dimensional check report for products. You can see the photos is our products for bolts and the nuts and the washers. Next, some photos from nail alloy. You can see this photo is nail K500 bolts, nuts, and washers. We sent to Australia. Next, this is long bolts and washers. The material is Monel K500, and the washer material is Monel 400. Next, this product is Monel alloy round rings and tubes. We send to Singapore. Next, part 2, Inconel alloy. The first is the basic information for Inconel alloy. The biggest feature of the Inconel series material is better corrosion resistance. Generally speaking, the higher the chromium content, the better the corrosion resistance. You can see the table is chemical composition for Inconel alloy, such as Inconel 625, Inconel 780, and Inconel X750. You can see this grade is all Inconel alloy, and the nickel is balanced. Next, test report for Inconel alloy. You can see this test report is for chemical composition. The product is flat, and the material is Inconel 625. For chemical composition, for iron, the range is less than 3.0%, and the actual value is 2.61. For manganese, the range is less than 0.5%, and the actual value is 0.2. For carbide, the range is 0.01%, and the actual value is 0.0096. For second, the range is less than 0.08. The actual value is 0.007. For aluminum, the range is less than 0.5%, and the actual value is 0.38. For cobalt, the range is less than 0.2%, and the actual value is 0.1. For copper, the range is 1.3 to 1.9%, and the actual value is 1.47. For chromium, the range is 22 to 24%, and the actual value is 22.8. For molybdenum, the range is 15.17%, and the actual value is 15.71. For nickel, it's balanced, and the actual value is 56.64. Next, this test report is dimensional check report for products. You can see the joints is flange. The material is inconel 625. The size is 300, and the standard is SCH 168. Next, some photos for inconel alloy. You can see this product is all flange. The material is inconel 625. Next, part 3, Hexalloy alloy. The first name, the basic information for Hexalloy alloy. Hexalloy is a nickel-based corrosion-resistant alloy and is divided into two categories: nickel-chromium alloy and nickel-chromium molybdenum alloy. Hexalloy has good corrosion resistance. You can see the chemical composition. The first one is Hexalloy 22. The carbon is less than 0.015%. For manganese is less than 0.5%. For nickel is more than 46%. For silicon is less than 0.08%. For chromium is 20 to 22.5%. For iron is 2.0 to 6.0%. For molybdenum is 5.5 to 14.5%. For tungsten is 2.5 to 3.5%. And the cobalt is less than 2.5%. Next, Hexalloy 276. The for carbon is less than 1.01%. For manganese is less than 1.0%. For nickel is more than 57%. For silicon is less than 0.08%. For chromium is 14.5 to 16.5%. For iron is 7.44. For iron is 4 to 7.0%. For molten is 15.70%. For tungsten is 3.0 to 4.5%. And the cobalt is less than 2.5%. The last one is crystalloids 2.000. For carbon is less than 0.01%. First, manganese is less than 0.5%. First, silicon is less than 0.8%. For chromium is 22 to 25%. For iron is less than 3.0%. For molten is 14 to 18%. For cobalt is less than 2.0%. For aluminum is less than 0.5%. And the nickel is balanced. Next, the basic information for histology. Classification. Histology alloy is main divided into 3 series: B, C, and G. It is mainly used in iron-based chromium nickel or chromium nickel molten stainless steel, long metal material, and the other strong corrosive material that cannot be used. You can see the one series is B. The material is B22 or 00 nickel 70 molten 28. The most widely used are the second generation materials. A10665 or B2B, B22. A1026276 or histology 276. N06022 or histology 22. A06455 or histology 4, and A06985 or histology 3. Next, some photos for histology alloy. Okay, next, new products for dental alloy. The first thing, chemical composition for dental alloy. The casting process of the dental alloy parts is investment casting, also known as nose-wax casting method. The basic process is to first make a wax molder from wax or plastic. The surface of the wax molder is coated with an embedding material to make the casting molder, and then the molten alloy is cast into the cavity inside, forming a casting. You can see the chemical composition. One is cobalt chromium dental alloy. The chromium is 27 to 30%. The molten is 5 to 7%. The carbon is 0.2 to 0.26%. For manganese is 0.28 to 0.38%. For silicon is 0.75 to 9.97%. And and the cobalt is balanced. The other is nickel chromium dental alloy. The carbon is less than 0.05%. The second is less than 1.5%. The chromium is 22 to 26%. The iron is less than 2.0%. The molybdenum is 9 to 11%, and the nickel is balanced. Next, demand description for dental alloy. The market for dental alloy is very broad. Because of the widespread dental industry, the demand for dental alloy has increased. As we all know, there are many kinds of dental alloy materials. Today, we show the demand for dental alloys of various materials. The first one is nickel dental alloy, accounting for 59% of the world. The second one is cobalt dental alloy, accounting for 31% of the world. The third one is nickel beryllium containing dental alloy, accounting for 7% of the world. The last one is others, accounting for 3% of the world. Next, some videos of some photos for dental alloy. Next, some videos for dental alloy. You can see this video is for nickel chromium dental alloy. The size is diameter 8 mm and the length is 6 mm. Okay, next video. You can see this video is for cobalt chromium dental alloy. The size is diameter 9.6 mm and the length is 10 mm. Okay, if you have any inquiry for dental alloy, please follow our show. Thank you. That's all for my speech now. Thank you for your valuable time. Welcome to our next lab show. Thank you. Okay. 没有查到。再上。有啥话？转灯吗？帮你开了，往下拉一点。
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ethan from IB China. Now I told you the new concept of the fine crushing and the grinding technology in cement and the mining industries. As we know, based on the theory of bone mill system engineering and this paper exposed the comprehensive application of science and technology in the fine crushing and the grinding process, and puts forward a new concept of cement and fine crushing and the grinding technology through the analysis of the working conditions and operation of each working part of ball mill. The cement and the mining industries are the basic industries in the national economy. They have the characteristics of sustainability, large volume, and high energy consumption. Therefore, high efficiency and low consumption are prominent topicals in cement and mining industries. Throughout the domestic and foreign marketers, there are large ups and downs and currents, competition, and the ultimate goal of enterprise competition is quality and cost. Therefore, technological upgrading and equipment optimization should be the top priority of current enterprise development. Crushing and grinding production liners are widely used in the production of mining, cement, electrical power, chemical industries, building materials, and other industries. It plays a pivotal or fundamental role in the traditional manufacturing industry and is also the main link for mining, cement, and other enterprise to improve efficiency and reduce compensation at all ores such as gold, silver, copper, iron, and tin mine. They need to go through primary crushing, medium crushing, fine crushing, and then through grinding process to select fine ore powder. Every year, nearly 2.4 million tons of cement, raw materials, and clinkers are crushed and ground. And the processing chemical of crushing and grinding process exceeds 6 billion tons. About 1.7 billion tons of coal used in coal-fired power plants must be crushed before it is injected into the bodies for combustion and power generation. In 2019, China produced 9.96 million tons of steel, based on the average iron content of 30% iron. About 3.3 billion tons of iron ore alone need to be cast and ground every year. Golden, molybdenum, chromium, uranium, and other material mines have a similar production process. The gravel and the sand used in concentrate should be broken and finally broken before it can be applied to all kinds of construction projects. Crushing and grinding process consume about 4 million tons of well-resistant materials every year. The power consumption of crushing and grinding takes up nearly 70% of the whole production process. Therefore, the improvement of crushing and grinding production technology is the main direction for enterprise to achieve energy saving, consumption reduction, and benefit improvement. Mistakes of the current crushing and grinding process. Ball mill is called low efficiency machine. In fact, it is misunderstanding. People do not really understand the ball mill. It is displays machine in the grinding process. The ball mill has been around for more than 100 years. Over the past 100 years, great changes have taken place in the grinding process. The feeding particle size of ball mill has changed from about 200 millimeters in sample production to about 1 millimeter in modern mass production. So there is a new concept crushing process due to the crushing and the grinding production is mainly in cement production and mine beneficiation and its power consumption accounts for nearly 70% of the industrial production process. Therefore, the importance of the crushing and the grinding production process is the main goal of the enterprise to achieve energy saving, consumption reduction, and efficiency improvement. So the significance of the new consent process establish the working stage of a ball mill under the new material condition and effectively combined with low price, vertical, high, and other medium and fine crushing pressures. Improves the output, reduce energy consumption, improves the particle form, and obtains the particle structure and obtain the optimal performance of cement and significantly improves the beneficial yield. Now I will tell you about our minor plant, our patented products. We put forward the ball mill system engineering zero, and according to the system engineering zero in the ball mill grinding process to make approach making changes, design and launch the ceramic lining plant and renewable combination to increase output and reduce consumption. The protection and the ceramic is only about 47% of steam, which can reduce the weight of lining plants by more than 50%, improve the efficiency of bone meal, and reduce the energy consumption of bone meal. Ceramicals has extremely high wear resistance and greatly reducing the running cost and maintenance rate of the bone meal. Look at these three pictures. Both of the pictures are for ceramic lining plants. The significance of new concept process of ceramic lining plants. It can establishing the working state of bone meal under the new material conditions and effectively combining it with raw products, increasing the output, reducing energy consumption, and improving the particle shape and optimizing particle structure and striving for the highest strength of cement. So we depend on the new concept of the bone meal modified according to the new concept process. So we improve a machine. It can reduce 90% of the cost of mile barrel, which not only reduces the purification cost and associates of bone meal and increase the strength of the barrel body, but also eliminating of the phenomenon of leakage of powder and material, and greatly improves the working environment of workers. So there is the preliminary experiment of this project. Our new concept branding process has been used to communicate on cement miles with diameter of 3.8 meter and 4.2 meters. The ceramic lining plant is used in industries application with material with metal grinding and grinding on cement mile with diameter of 3.8 meters. In the cement mill with diameter of 4.2 by 13.5 meters. The power consumption is about 24 degrees per ton. The output is about 200 to 230 tons, and the power consumption is about 30 to 33 degrees per ton. When the traditional design is used in the same type of mine stand. The chemical ball mill liner in road has been used in changing cement factory for more than 16 months. It has been verified by customers that the design is mixture and stable, and the wear resistant performance is extremely ideal, which determines the development direction of the ball mill lining road in the future, and is an imposed making product. So we have a result from the experiment in an industry test of 3.8 by 13 meters diameter cement pipe. A single clean wire composed of combined cell and the cementing ball free liner has been successfully run for 7 years, and compared with traditional mine, the output has been increased by 30%. The power consumption per ton is about 25 degrees, and more importantly, the civil life of well-resistant materials has been increased by more than 50%. So we can get conclusion that the new concept of crushing and grinding technology can increase the output of the ball mill by more than 20%, and save about 20% of electricity, and extend the life of well-resistant materials by more than 50%. So secondly, under the new working conditions, the work test of the existing ball mill has undergone fundamental change. It is necessary to fully study the ball mills and use comprehensive technology to improve the effective power of the ball mill. And thirdly, the ball grinding zero in ball mill is of no practical significance unless the ball with uniform ball diameter has the greatest grinding ability. Firstly, single chamber mill composed of a variety of liners with different surface shapes can greatly increase the output of the mill and greatly reduce the power consumption. The fifth, excellent, wear-resistant materials are the basic of the new concept of precision and grinding technology. Nextly, in the ball mill system engineering ceramic liners and metal balls will be the best combination, and it can effectively reduce excellent chromium pollution. In the new concept of formula system engineering, whether it is cement or miners, whether it is drum or wet grinding process, we do not hesitate to recommend ceramical liners. That's all our new product about the new concept of fine scratching and grinding technology in cement and mining industries. If you want to know more information about our ceramic lining plans, please send our inquire about it. That's all for my speech. Thank you for your listening. Welcome my colleague Helen to her leave. Thank you.
我已经帮你打开了吗？
Hello everyone. I will introduce some ductile iron manhole cover and the grill covers. First, let's look some advantages of ductile iron. There are many advantages about ductile iron. The first is good toughness. The impact value is similar to that of medium carbon steel, which is more than 10 times of brick data. The second advantage is high strength. Tensile strength OB equal and more than 420 MPa. Yield strength OS equal and more than 300 MPa. The same as low carbon steel. 3 times the gray iron data. The third advantage is good plasticity. Elongation equal and more than 70%. Similar to high carbon steel, but gray iron data elongation is almost zero. So strong corrosion resistance in the water spray corrosion test. fusion amount in 90 days in only 1/30 of the steel pipe and 1/10 of the free iron pipe. The service life is twice that of free iron pipe and 5 times that of ordinary steel pipe. There is also an advantage of ductile iron. Good damping and low cost. Because of the nodular graphite microstructures structure of nodular cast iron.
我好像没带这个，
坏掉了，
那我带不带？
不用带了，人家都没带。
Okay, because of the nodular graphite microstructure of nodular cast iron, it's superior to cast steel in reducing vibration. An important reason for choosing a superior to graphite cast iron is such kind of cast iron has a lower cost than cast steel. The low cost of nodular cast iron makes this material more popular. The costing efficiency is higher. The machining cost of nodular cast iron is also reduced. Let's look at some characteristics of ductile iron metals. First, the noise during service in line with environmental requirements. The contact surface between the body and the ring is almost zero. We adopted 3 processes to assure 100% seamless match to eliminate the noise when the vehicles are passing by.
稍微慢一点。
Okay, another characteristics of ductile iron metal cover. Secondly, the tensile strength, toughness, strong bearing force. The above are several times that of ordinary cast iron, which are close to the material of steel. The carrying capacity is much better than the national standard. It can withstand all kinds of heavy truck rolling. It can effectively prevent the accident from the failure of manhole covers. Characteristics of ductile iron manhole covers. The third characteristic is safety. The integrated connecting of our safe ductile iron manhole cover will not fall off the ground and will not shift. The fourth characteristic is non-slip casting process. The exquisite non-slip casting technology makes our production lines clear and unique non-slip pattern on the surface of the manhole cover increases the friction to prevent pedestrians from slipping due to rain, snow, and ice. Okay, here have some features of ductile iron brake covers. The first is bigger bearing capacity. The second is better anti-slip capacity. The third, better fixing performance. It will not be lifted or washed away by rainwater during heavy rain. Drainage manhole covers are generally designed for drainage when it rains in the city center. The material is generally cast iron with a gap in the middle to facilitate the smooth flow of water into the well. And there is generally a row of strong sticks to block dirt or other debris. Also features of ductile iron brake covers. Easy construction, light in weight, better in low bearing, impact resistant, anti-bending, more beautiful and durable after hot dip, thin treatment, better anti-corrosion. We adopt hinge connecting or port connection, which is easy to open and has anti-theft function. There have many standouts. Let's look the first. If the cover used in the pedestrians and bicycles, we need to choose the bearing capacity is 1.5 ton. And if the cover used in footpaths, pedestrian area, car parks, or parking platforms, we should choose